As of a 2025 study by Debt, about 37.9 million people in the U.S. live well below the poverty line. Another study by the Pew Research Center says that nearly 66% of Americans believe the opposite political party to be a threat to our country. So with both of these issues growing at a steady rate, an important question comes to mind. Does political polarization pose a greater threat to public safety than economic instability? While political polarization is a crucial social issue, I believe that economic instability poses many greater threats to public safety. First, threats like raised criminal activity, then also the threat to public health, and finally, threats to social unrest in our country. First of all, criminal activity rates are a continuously pressing issue, and economic instability is a key drive to the why behind a crime. A study on June 5th, 2025 by the Harvard Center for International Development states that a recent study provides evidence that economic necessity and instability are key factors in criminal behavior. This is very important because when it comes to public safety, one of the main concerns should be protecting the people from bad actors. And if bad actors are committing crimes out of necessity, they will not stop. The study also provides the links to job displacement and criminal activity, highlighting a potential generational spillover. This is dangerous because with limited amounts of jobs, crime rates could increase substantially and carry over through our future generations. Secondly, economic instability can lead to a significant decrease in public health and education. In an article by World Bank on June 27, 2025, it is pointed out that the average life expectancy in economies suffering from instability is 7 years lower than in other economies. It also says that infant mortality rates are twice as high. This is not only sad, but bad for the communities that suffer from economic instability. This economy level causes people to live shorter lives, and that is something that should not be taken lightly. The same article also says that in those economies, 90% of school-aged children do not meet even the minimum reading standards. This is crucial for the future of our country. If our newer generations cannot meet standards given to them, we might not be able to support the future of our country. Finally, social unrest is a big outcome of economic instability. Why is social unrest such a problem? Well, as defined by the Collins Dictionary, social unrest means people are expressing anger, agitation,
2 a.m. for the rest of the week of school, so we could have both of our
anger or agitation about something, which often leads to protests and riots. This is very important because this can lead to potentially dangerous national situations. In an article by Bloomberg, it is explained that research from the IMF has linked social unrest to lower GDP growth, lower stock market, and weaker IPOs. This is crucial because with how unstable our economy is, this could turn out to be an increasing issue. So today, we asked ourselves, does political polarization pose a greater threat to public safety than economic instability? First, we talked about the threats raised criminal activity, then also the threat to public health, and finally, threats to social unrest in our country. So while polarization can affect our political situation, we need to see the physical cause of instability, decreasing the life expectancy of millions of people, and the criminal dangers in our society.